Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm going to entitle this video, I told you this was going to happen. I posted a video last week, about 5 days ago, and I'm going to insert that clip in this video. Because I said in that video, again last week, the event that I'm about to talk about not happened yesterday. And again, like I said, last week I mentioned that this is going to start to happen. And for those who don't know, because I just caught a glimpse of it today on the news, the rapper T.I. was at a nightclub, and it was a comedian on stage. And the comedian on stage, she was a female black woman. She mentioned something about allegations as far as what T.I. and his wife did. And T.I. was there. And T.I. took offense to it. And he went up there on stage and he challenged her. And he was, quite upset. And I'm going to, insert that clip in here. Probably here. So you're going to probably see that clip that I did last week. And then I'm going to, comment on that video. I'm quite upset or alarmed about this whole incident because I'm no future teller, but this is what's going to happen now as a result of they're not holding both of these men accountable. Because, they've already held Will Smith accountable for this, but no one has mentioned Chris Rock. Why don't you release a statement apologizing to this man for insulting his wife? No one has mentioned that. Chris Rock has not said anything. And what's going to happen is now low-level comedians, and I stress the word low-level comedians, guys that do anything to get a laugh, even if it means crossing the line, that they're going to be given a carte blanche to continue and escalate this. You're going to look up and all these comedians are going to be launching nasty, very disrespectful comments to other people because I'm watching Dave Chappelle, who's a very controversial comedian. And I watched him on this show, and I'm watching him because I'm like, one thing about Dave Chappelle is he's good at kind of straddling the line. He's not crossing the line. He's not falling over. Because he say a lot of things that are extremely questionable, because I think he mentioned something about the gay community, and they were up in arms about it. But I think he's kind of clever and conscious of, I can go this far, but I'm not crossing that line, because once I cross that line, I can't go back, And he doesn't take personal stabs at people. He don't call out names. He makes a general statement that makes people, think, So that's my prediction. And I hope that I'm wrong, but I'm like, both of them should be held accountable. I think today Will Smith resigned from the Academy. It's like, man, it's unfortunate that all of this stuff is falling totally in his lap when he didn't initiate this, because that's the thing. Who initiated this? Okay, so you probably seen the video now, or the clip that I put in there said this is what's going to happen as a result of that Chris Rock and Will Smith incident. Now, again, Will Smith was wrong for going up on stage, slapping Chris Rock, but they're downplaying the fact that Chris Rock instigated and escalated this. Because I don't know about you guys, but I think comedy is when you go up on stage and you make people laugh that came to pay to see you. Comedy is not when you become, and I coined this phrase, low-level comedians, that you go up there and start verbally insulting people. That ain't funny. When did that become funny? No one, I'm sure, would appreciate anybody going up there and talking about people and, putting their personal business out there. And as a result of kind of because this is what should have happened. Again, Will Smith was wrong for his reaction, but Chris Rock broke the man code, and most men know the man code. If you don't do nothing else, you don't do this. And what that is, you insult another man's wife or his girlfriend. That's off limits. Ain't nothing funny about that, and nothing good is gonna become of you by going up there taking it there. Again, Will Smith was wrong for what he did, but nobody's holding Chris Rock accountable. It's like we're gonna give him a free pass because it's you got the freedom of speech nonsense or freedom of speech nonsense. because the First Amendment was not designed for you to get carte blanche to insulting people, being extremely disrespectful. It wasn't designed for that. It was designed for you to voice your opinion on a topic and not fear any repercussions based on your opinion, because in some countries you don't have that right. You say something out of the pocket and the government coming to get you, imprisonment you or kill you, Now, I don't agree with that, but it's just unfortunate that now these comedians are taking this raunchy approach to call themselves being humorous. And again, no one finds humor in insult. I mean, they don't. They don't. Some of the greatest comedians of all time never used the word of profanity, let alone insult another individual, especially when they're sitting in the audience. But it was obvious to me. I'm like, okay, since Chris Rock is not being held accountable because he hasn't released a statement saying, okay, maybe that was in bad taste. I apologize, Mrs. Smith. I didn't intend to offend you or get you upset because this is comedy. It's just the opposite. We ain't trying to upset you. We're trying to make you laugh, make you feel good, but I told you this was coming. Like I said, I mentioned this last week on the second matter of fact, that this is what's coming, as a result of these two men, Chris Rock and Will Smith, being held accountable and being held accountable. Cause, it's kind of hard it's kind of hard to put it in words, but it's wrong, It's wrong, and I hope that this doesn't continue. I mean, I hope that incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock serves as an example. This is not a good idea to mix these two. Insult, and then a man has to protect his wife's honor, and that's all that Will Smith did. Again, I stress maybe that was not the right thing to do at the time, but you think about it. You are a celebrity. You're sitting in an event with hundreds of people. And on TV, millions of people are watching this. And Chris Rock decided to drop a super insult bomb on those two. And like I told you, I didn't know that they had history. Or should I say, Chris Rock has been doing that. And what I mean by that is he's been insulting Will Smith and Jada for years, decades. Like I said, I seen a clip 10, 11 years ago, and he was writing them there. And it's like, why does Chris Rock have a hard on for these two people, and insulting them? Because again, there's no humor in insult. No one thinks that's funny when they're being insulted. They might laugh at the misery of another person getting insulted instead of being outraged. Because like, that could be me, you ribbon, and I don't find that funny, but it's just unfortunate that low-level comedians are taking it there. They think that they got the right to get up on stage and insult you, and then insult you while you're sitting there. Because, no one's dumb enough to sit there and insult Mike Tyson when he's sitting in the audience, But you shouldn't be insulting anybody. Because like I told you guys, back in the late 80s, early 90s, I was writing a lot of comedy bits for comedians because I got the utmost respect for the right ones, not the new low-level ones. But I've written over hundreds of comedy bits, and never, ever any of those were disrespectful or nasty or vulgar, I mean, I've had some vulgar bits, but I'm not giving that to nobody. That's just my own little private joke there. And I don't want to contribute to, well, if he did it, it's okay. Well, if she did it, it's okay. I'm going to do it. It's like, it's not a good thing. Respect everybody. And don't try to hide an insult behind a joke. I was just joking, G.I. Joe. G.I. Jane was a joke. Nobody found that funny, Nobody found that funny. And as a result of that, that's why he got smacked, Because again, you're forced sometime to step up to the plate and defend your family. You don't want to be slapping and punching nobody or killing or stabbing anybody. But when you got people that push you there, because you have to do something, because this is what's going to happen. Somebody start disrespecting you on a regular basis, And they will continue if you don't stop them, because they think, oh, it's okay. He didn't get mad or try to swing on me or slap me, and sometimes you're forced to stop this. You're not trying to be a hero. You're not trying to be the bad guy. You're just trying to be the guy to protect you and yours. That's it. And that's all Will Smith was doing that day. He was protecting the honor of his wife. Because, again, the man code states you can't cross that line. If you cross that line on your own, at your own risk. At your own risk, because there's some guys that will kill you for that. I mean, seriously, they will kill you for that. And it ain't all that serious. So don't cross that line. We got to have boundaries, because if we lived in a lawless society, it would be chaos outside. You had to walk outside with your AK-47, just to go to the store. Some dude going to try to rob me because, there's no police anymore, no law enforcement, no laws set in place to stop these bad guys from committing crime. So I got to become my own police officer. And it shouldn't be like that. We ought to go back to just respecting each other. Just that simple. Would you like somebody to do it to you? Hell no. So why are you doing it to somebody else? And I'm going to leave you with that. Till next time, take care and thanks for watching.